And we welcome you to the VC Sportsplex on the campus of Ventura College for Ventura College Pirate Football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Last week before the bye week and a closeout to the non-conference schedule for both teams tonight as the Pirates welcome in the 1-3 Saddleback College Bobcats. The Bobcats last week took a tough loss on the road at East Los Angeles College. It was a 27-20 loss in overtime. That was the third consecutive loss for the Bobcats after a season-opening win. Meanwhile, the Pirates have continued to right the ship after their lone loss. They won their second straight, a road win at Chaffee College. The Pirates fell behind 13-0 early on, but erased the deficit and came back for the 8-point win, 21-13 at Chaffee. Two teams that really bring a very similar story so far this season. Both teams having some struggles offensively. Certainly that is the case for the Bobcats. But both teams have been playing pretty solid defense so far this year. Therefore, the question tonight will be who ultimately is able to move the football and put some points on the board. Expect both defenses to be solid in this one. We're moments away from kickoff. We'll keep it here momentarily. As we get things going, the Pirates will be in the home black jerseys. Meanwhile, the visiting Bobcats will be in the road white jerseys. Just about a minute and a half away from the opening kick. The Bobcats won the opening toss and elected to defer, so the Pirates will go on offense first. I mentioned the similar storylines this season, and for both these teams, it starts at quarterback. The Pirates have been led by freshman Braden Seary for much of the year, but Seary has had some injury problems and has seen some breaks in his stints of play so far this season, and the Pirates through 4 games have used 3 different quarterbacks. Expect to see Seary back at the controls to start things tonight, but we've seen Ezekiel Savage, we've seen Nathaniel Frederick, who was very good in the win against Chaffee a week ago, so the Pirates have some questions at the quarterback position. Meanwhile, the Bobcats big return right away for the Pirates out past the 40 and near midfield. Jesse Valenzuela sets the Pirates up with very good field position at the 48-yard line. The Bobcats, and we'll tell a little bit more of their story, also with some questions at quarterback. Nobody really taking control in that position, and the job has fallen to freshman D'Artagnan Masio. And we'll see Masio in all likelihood tonight. So far, the Bobcats have used a couple of different quarterbacks on the season. But again, question marks at that quarterback position have plagued the Bobcats. Pirates with a bunch formation for their first play from the 48-yard line. Trap play to the left side, good running room. Following Caleb Barajas, the left tackle, it's Valenzuela on the carry. McDonald with the stop after Valenzuela picked up 7 yards on the first down carry. And I'm taking a look and trying to get the number from the side. Is it Seary or is it Frederick? And it looks like it's Frederick getting the start. Swings it out to Valenzuela. Tripped up after a gain of a couple. Areno with the stop for the Bobcats. And an early third down for the Pirates. The Pirates on third down so far this season still struggling, just 27% third down conversions on the year. That is decidedly uncharacteristic. They face a 3rd and 1 here from the Bobcat 43. They'll keep it on the ground with Valenzuela. Good running room on the right side. Valenzuela bounces off a tackler into the secondary. He is down inside the 20. They'll say he stepped out at the 21. That's a gain of 12 yards. I should say a gain of 22 yards for Valenzuela. Good running on the right side. Another good hole in Valenzuela. And the Pirates off to a fast start. Valenzuela will step out and get a blow. And James Miles will come in the backfield. Nate Frederick gets the start at quarterback. Pop flies to far side and overshoots his target. He was looking for Tim Greer. And Greer working against Kapenik Gushikin. Over on that far side, good coverage for Gushikin, and it's a 2nd down and 10. I mentioned the good play from Frederick a week ago. He was 9 of 14 for 163 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions in the comeback win over Chaffee. Don't know for sure if this is an injury situation or Frederick winning the job as Miles sweeps to the far side and is taken out of bounds at the 16. A gain of 5 will bring up a 3rd down and 5. Jack Sanfleur was able to take Miles out of bounds, but not before the 5-yard gain. That leaves a 3rd and 5. So we don't know for sure. Didn't get a chance to talk to Steve Mushagian this week if this is Nate Frederick's job that he won last week, or if perhaps Braden Seary is unavailable. Injuries have been an issue for Seary over the first few weeks. Bunch formation, 3rd and 5. Frederick looking right, under pressure, still scrambling. Now going to tuck it and run. Foot race for Frederick, and he's taken down at the 10-yard line by Eric Church. A late flag comes in. Good scramble for Frederick. Initially appears to have enough for the 1st down. 6-yard run on 3rd and 5, but we will see what the call is. Our referee tonight is Ed Zapolsky. And it's a face mask against Saddleback. Saddleback in the loss a week ago at East Los Angeles certainly didn't hurt themselves with penalties. They had just 4 in the game. Under second-year coach Kerry Crabb. That penalty will give the Pirates 5 yards. It'll make it 1st and goal from the 5. Pirates with receivers left and right. Valenzuela back in the game, and it's Valenzuela who gets the carry, tries to spin out of a tackle, but he lost yardage. Canius Vaughn and Samuel Mwamba both in the backfield quickly. A loss of a yard brings up a 2nd and goal from the 6 for the Pirates. Greer out wide to the right. Kevin Tate to the near side for the Pirates on a 2nd and goal. Valenzuela in the deep eye. Gets the handoff, running left, slips a tackle in the backfield, and is taken down at the 2. That'll bring up a 3rd down and goal from the 2. Canius Vaughn again on the stop. Getting a little help from Gushikin. Austin McKinney also in on the stop. 3rd and goal from the 2. And no doubt the Pirates very interested in cashing in for 6 here. Steve Mushagian often talks about you can't settle for field goals in the red zone. Pirates face a 3rd and goal. Quick pitch. Great play call and a touchdown for the Pirates. That was the quick pitch to Dawson Adams-Grainer, the tight end. And we'll get you the replay from field level. And a little trickery from the Pirates on a 3rd and goal. You got to respect Valenzuela and the power running game. And the Pirates go to a little misdirection. And Adams-Grainer takes it in from a couple of yards out. Extra point up and good. And the Pirates cash in on their first possession. They go 52 yards. in just under 4 minutes and take a 7-0 lead here at the VC Sportsplex. It's Pirate football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. The kick away. Jordan Smith will take it from the 3. Out to the 20. Tries to reverse field and does. Smith looking for some running room on the near side. Out past the 30, 35. Makes another move at the 45. What a sensational return from Jordan Smith, the sophomore out of Las Vegas. All the way into Pirate territory. Well, the Pirates set themselves up well with a good return from Valenzuela. And Smith, who looked like he was in some trouble round about the 20-yard line on the far side, reverses field and gets it all the way to the Pirate 47. So here comes Masio with Jamari Farrell in the backfield. And the Bobcat offense, and it's been something of a struggle for the Bobcats, who have faced a gauntlet of a schedule in the non-conference portion of the schedule this season. Masio pumps. Still looking. Stops and throws over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for Zachary Roebuck. Look at the story for the Bobcats this season. It started with a win over Glendale in Mission Viejo, 30-16, but then they went to Mount Sac, hung around in that one before falling 13-6. Then they came home to take on Riverside and lost that one 34-3. And then last week, the overtime loss at East Los Angeles. And now to cap off the non-conference schedule, good running room for Farrell. Down to the 40, an 8-yard run. Will bring up a 3rd and a long 2. Just to get back to the schedule quickly. You got Riverside, you got Mount Sac. Now you travel all the way up north here to take on the Pirates, who are always tough at home. So Gary Crabb not going for Cupcake City in the non-conference schedule. Over the middle, crossing pattern, incomplete. Wanted Roebuck again. Good coverage from Jalen Wesley on Roebuck. And it's a 4th down and 3. And the Bobcat offense going to stay on the field. And Kerry Crabb's going to roll the dice here early on. Saddleback on the season, 2 of 10 on 4th down. They'll try here on a 4th and 3. 4 wide receiver set, receivers left and right. Pirates showing blitz, here they come. Masio deep drop, over the middle, has a man complete for a 1st down. Finds Roebuck this time down to the 24. 17-yard pickup. Moves the chains. Jalen Cooper with the tackle. But the Bobcats convert on 4th down. Well, I hyped this up as a matchup between a couple of strong defenses. As Farrell on the carry. Ducks down at the 20, a gain of 4. Jed Aldridge with the stop for the Pirates. Brings up a 2nd down and 6, but the Pirates went down the field on their opening possession for a touchdown, and now it's the Bobcats on the move into the red zone, facing a 2nd and 6. 9:25 and counting remaining in the opening quarter. Happy you've joined us for Pirate football on the VC Sports Network. Man in motion, and the handoff to Farrell. Little stutter step, and now scats his way forward to the 14, down very close to the 1st down marker. Spencer Moore making the stop, and Moore a defensive tackle, making the tackle 6 yards downfield, and that's not what you want to see if you're the Pirates. Good push up front for Jamari Farrell, following his center, Will Lees, and picks up the first down. Bobcats overload the far side. On 1st and 10, back to Farrell, straight up the middle again. Twisted down after a gain of a couple. Looked like Jonah Rubidoux able to wrap up Farrell after a pickup of a couple. Brings up a 2nd down and 8. Now back to a 4 wide receiver set. Snap to Masio, looking left, fires on the out pattern. Wanted Roebuck again. Masio really zeroing in on his sophomore receiver, Zachary Roebuck. That pass incomplete, brings out a 3rd and 8. Wesley again had the coverage on Roebuck. 3rd and 8 for the Bobcats. The Bobcats haven't fared a whole lot better on 3rd down than the Pirates have this season, coming in converting 30%. Snap to Masio, 4-man rush. Fires again on the far side, looking for Billy DeRocher, and he's got the catch for the touchdown. Sophomore tight end Billy DeRocher makes the catch in traffic. We'll go back to the replay, and DeRocher makes the grab, gets the foot down, and the Bobcats are on the board on the touchdown pass from Masio to DeRocher. Quick snap, they're going to go for 2, and they've got it. So the Bobcats grab the 8-7 lead on the direct snap to Brandon Bearwald, who takes it in. Catches the Pirates unaware and not ready. And the Bobcats eschew the point after and instead take the 8-7 lead midway through the first, 7:59 to go. Both teams take advantage of strong returns and short fields and take it in. For D'Artagnan Masio, that is his 5th touchdown pass of the season. And for Billy DeRocher, that's his 1st touchdown reception. Connor Grace will tee it up. See if they kick away from Valenzuela. Ready to go. Grace with the approach. And this one will be taken at the 8. Out to the 20. And running room again. Out past the 30, 35, 40. And near midfield. There is a flag down. Lamont James with a return of 43 yards. But let's see what the flag is. This might be coming back. That was similar to the return by Jordan Smith a few minutes ago, where again it looked like they had James fairly well bottled up around the 20, but give Lamont James some credit. Kept the legs churning and found the lane. Out to the 48. Here is Ed Zapolsky with the call. Well, first they'll huddle up.
There are 2 penalties. Number 20. Second one. Kick opportunity. 15-yard penalty for the other.
So both flags against Saddleback. And the Pirates will take the face mask penalty, and that'll tack on 15 yards. So the Pirates are going to come away with fantastic field position at the 37-yard line of Saddleback. So another short field for Nate Frederick and the Pirate offense. They took advantage on their first possession. That was a lot of Jesse Valenzuela with 32 yards rushing on the opening possession. Capped off with the short touchdown pass to Dawson Adams-Grainer. Read option and trouble and a loss of a couple. Chad Nushi bringing down J.Q. Brown. That is a loss of 4 yards. Back to the 41. And a second down and 6. Pirates facing a 2nd and 14 and whistles before the snap. Might be backing up 5 here.
Snap and practice. 6 offense. 5-yard penalty. Still connect.
So false start. And the Pirates heading in the wrong direction. Now facing a 2nd down and 19. Reeves, Tate, and Macaluso overload the near side as the Pirates in the dark jerseys work it from right to left in the opening quarter. J.Q. Brown remains in the backfield with Nate Frederick. Bobcats with the 3-man front. Quick throw to Reeves. Reeves tries to spin out of a tackle. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. Christian McCurry on the stop for the Bobcats. They'll bring up a 3rd and long. Third and 15 from the 42. Pirates will go with 3 wide receivers to the right. Bobcats send Nushi on the blitz. Good protection initially. Frederick still on his feet. Now starting to scramble. Inside the 35, down to the 30, tiptoes the sidelines. He's very close to first down yardage. Frederick continues to do it with his feet. Lewis Blunt finally forced him out of bounds, but Frederick able to scramble for the first down on a 3rd and 15. Getting all the way to the 24. That's an 18-yard run on a 3rd and 15. Well, for the Pirates who have struggled to convert on 3rd down, what a welcome sight that is. Frederick initially had good protection, but after that broke down, he was nonetheless able to scramble and pick up the first down. Straight drop, blitz coming again. Short throw complete, finds Tate. Inside the 20 to the 18, Blunt brings him down. A gain of 6 will bring up a 2nd down and 4. Pirates back in the red zone. So far on the season, the Pirates just 44% scoring touchdowns in the red zone at 7 of 16. That number is significantly lower than they would like to see. But they're 1 for 1 so far tonight, facing a 2nd and 4 here. Counter to Brown, who pushes the pile, gets within about a yard of the first down, brought down at the 15. Jack St. Fleur bringing down Brown, bringing up a 3rd and 1 from the 15. Quick snap. Frederick on the keeper. And initially from the spot, I don't think he got it. They did not give him much of a spot. Mwamba able to get to Frederick and hold him short. And now it's Steve Mushagian who has the decision to make on a 4th and 1. The Pirates are 4 of 9 on 4th down, and not a big surprise here that they are going to line up and go for it. Brown remains in the backfield. Double tight end set. They'll try Brown this time. On the left side, has the first down. Down to the 12, 3-yard run. Good power running for the Pirates. It's following Barajas and Devin Pitts, who's in the lineup at left guard with the injury to Julio Ray. That's a tough blow for the Pirates. But both Connell Ferguson and Devin Pitts have stepped in and done good work. Frederick with trouble on the snap. Does look like he got it back. It's going to be a loss of a yard back to the 13. The Pirates, so far this season, despite some trouble moving the football at times, have not hurt themselves with turnovers. Their turnover differential on the season is +8. They have done a good job taking care of the football. That was an uncharacteristic miscue, but they got it back, 2nd and 11. They'll go with Brown, straight ahead. Not a whole lot there. A gain of a couple. St. Fleur there again with the stop. And the Pirates face another lengthy 3rd down. This is a 3rd and 9. Ventura, 4 of 5 on 3rd down so far tonight. They're going with the double tight ends. A little surprised. They're not going to spread it out on 3rd and long. Frederick under center on a 3rd and 9. Designed roll. Throws into the end zone. This one appears to be picked off, and it is at the 1. That was Eric Church, and that was an ill-advised throw from Nate Frederick. Let's watch here. We'll take you down to field level, and hard to say here. And I think Frederick just doesn't see Church sitting down in front of his intended receiver. And no sooner do I talk about the turnovers than there's one for the Pirates, and they come up empty in the red zone as Frederick throws his first interception of the season, and the Bobcats have a big turnover. If you're looking for good news, if you're a Pirate fan, the Bobcats have extremely poor field position as Church was immediately brought down after making the interception just in front of his own end zone at the 1-yard line. Meanwhile, we do have a player down. It looks like it's Jack St. Fleur, and they are helping St. Fleur up, and we'll see if he can make it off on his own steam. And he is moving gingerly, but moving largely, it would seem, if not completely under his own power, so that's a good sign. As Jack St. Fleur will make his way to the sideline, and the Bobcat offense will make its way onto the field. 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. Jordan Smith in the backfield with D'Artagnan Masio. Double tight end formation for the Bobcats, and they'll go with Smith, who twists out of a tackle in his own end zone and gets to the 2. Gain of a yard. Quentin Harris with the stop. And it looked to me like that was Spencer Moore that got into the backfield and almost had the safety. But a good job by Smith to at least pick up a yard and get out of his own end zone. Blitz coming for the Pirates. Sweep to the near side with Smith looking for the corner, and he's got it. Out to about the 10-yard line. That was again Quentin Harris who finally forced Smith out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 as Smith got all the way to the 15-yard line. That'll move the chains. 1st down for the Bobcats, winding down to 1:21 and counting remaining in the opening quarter. Masio looking right, throws and completes for a gain of about 6. Finding Caleb Peterson. Wesley with the stop. Caleb Peterson Little used on the season so far. In fact, that's Peterson's first catch on the season. Good for 6 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 4, dual setbacks for the Bobcats. They'll keep it on the ground. Straight ahead. Smith on the carry. And that was actually Jake Thomas, getting the carry. Did get to the 23, a gain of 2. Leaves a 3rd and 2. Will the Bobcats elect to run one more play here in the first quarter? They don't have to with the clock moving. 14 seconds. Masio has the snap. Final play of the first quarter. Finds a man open. It's Daniel Stokes with the catch on the near side. Out to the 39. That's a gain of 11. Another 3rd down conversion for the Bobcats. And when we come back for the second quarter, the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10 at their own 39. We're through 1. Saddleback 8, Ventura 7. It's Pirate football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. First and 10 for the Bobcats. Coming into action tonight. We'll get to it after this play. Masio, 4-man rush, has time, completes it over the middle, finding Martin, and a late flag, and this might be a targeting call. Watch out here. That was a high hit where you often see this call. That was James Tuiimi, I believe, who had the hit. And the flag came immediately after the short completion to Martin. It's a gain of about 4, but let's see what the call is. Starting to say that the Bobcats came in really struggling on the ground this season. Over the first 4 weeks, they were averaging just 2.4 yards a carry. Comes Ed Zapolsky.
Personal foul.
Okay, so it's a personal foul. It's a 15-yard penalty, but I don't hear anything about targeting. And that means that James Tuiimi will remain in the game. The Bobcats had struggled 2.4 yards a carry over the first 4 weeks. In the first quarter, they had 7 carries for 35 yards. And not surprisingly, they were able to move the football. And that becomes a key stat here tonight. If the Bobcats are able to run the football, and there's another good hole for Jordan Smith, bursts into the Pirates secondary down to the 28. Quentin Harris finally makes the stop, but that is a run of 14 yards. And if the Bobcats are able to run the football here tonight, all of a sudden, an upset becomes quite possible. And we're in the early second quarter, and it's 8-7. Snap to Masio, blitz coming, has time, completes inside the 20, finding Daniel Stokes at the 17. That's an 11-yard pickup, moves the chains again. The Bobcats have got it rolling downhill. First and 10 from the Pirates 17. This drive started at the Bobcat 1-yard line. Masio has the snap. First down carry for Smith. Down to the 19. Demetrius Edwards with the tackle on Smith. A gain of 4. We'll call it 3 from the 14, so a 2nd and 7 coming up. Quick moving first half. 3 wide receivers for Masio. Looking for the quick slant and the pass incomplete. Martin had his hands on it but couldn't bring it in. Working over there against James Tuiimi. And a 3rd down and 7. That looked like a pretty good throw from Masio. Put it on the hands of his leading receiver, Simeon Martin. But Martin can't secure it. And now the Bobcats face a 3rd down and 7. They're 2 of 3 on 3rd down so far tonight. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Masio in the pocket, throws into the end zone, incomplete. Overshot Zachary Roebuck. That'll bring up 4th down. Connor Grace, 6 for 8 on the season with a long of 42 yards. This will be from 31 yards out. The kick will come from the right hash. Grace looking to extend the lead. Here's the snap. Placement down, kick away. Up and no good. So Grace misses the kick. Pirates dodge a bullet, and the score remains 8-7. So both teams misfire in the red zone. Pirates cough it up. And then the Bobcats with a lengthy drive with the missed field goal. And our score remains 8-7. Snap to Frederick. Burst down carry. Lamont James. And a loss on the play of a couple. Back to the 18-yard line.
Loss is 2 yards, it's 2nd and 12.
Chase Hunter coming up from a safety spot eventually brought James down. That was a good job by that Bobcat defense to string that play out. 2nd down and 12. Trips right for the Pirates. Quick throw is complete. Macaluso with some running room. Picks up a block at the 30 and brought down at the 33. Eric Church able to finally bring down Macaluso, but Macaluso gets to the 32, a 14-yard gain. Will move the chains for the Pirates, 12-22 and counting, remaining in the first half. James remains in the backfield. 3 wide receivers to the left for the Pirates on a 1st and 10. Blitz coming, quick screen. Reeves picks his way forward to the 37. Brought down by McKinney. Reeves gains 5 yards on the play and leaves a 2nd down and 5. Reeves, the leading receiver for the Pirates on the young season. That's his first catch tonight. And they love to use him in those quick swing passes. Here he is on the jet sweep. Reeves, nothing doing. Lucky to get back to the line. Keegan Netherton, the first to get there. And it leaves a 3rd down and 5 for the Pirates, who are 4 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. They'll spread it out, receivers left and right. On a 3rd and 5, football resting on the Pirate 37-yard line. Straight drop for Frederick. Good protection initially on the blitz, and now he's going to be brought down and sacked. Well, eventually they got to him. Joseph Hall.
Daniel Frederick sacked by number 4, Hiram Saronitman.
And with Hiram DeFries Saronitman eventually collapsing the pocket and bringing down Frederick back at the 31-yard line. That's a big stand for the Bobcat defense after the Pirates had it moving for a moment. 4th and 11 from the 31. Here comes L.J. Harm to kick it away for the Pirates. And whistles on the snap. They'll blow the play dead. Ventura going to take a timeout. 9:57 remaining in the first half. Saddleback on top of Ventura. 8-7 is Pirate football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Kick away, and Martin will make the fair catch at the 37. So the Bobcats will take over at their own 37. After the fair catch by Martin. 32-yard kick for L.J. Harm. And Masio and the Bobcat offense will come on with an 8-7 lead. Low snap, trouble for Masio. And just going to slide down. Jewell was in the area, along with Sirocco. That's a loss of 5. Well, call it 4 to the 33, where it'll be 2nd down and 14. Well, that was a Strahan-level sack that Jewell gets there. Or maybe Sirocco, they both were there. But they'll take it, and the Pirates will take the 4-yard loss. It'll be a 2nd and 14. 4-man rush. Masio trying to buy some time. Throws it short. A gain of a couple. As DeRocher does secure it. Well, no, they're going to say that was incomplete. Drew Carter with the hit on DeRocher. And it will leave a 3rd down and 14. This is a big chance for the Pirates to get a quick 3 and out and get the ball back. 8:49 and counting. Well, the clock is moving, so I think they're going to say that DeRocher made the catch, but with the juggle, just didn't pick up any yardage. So a 3rd down and 14. 4-man rush setting up the screen for Farrell. Farrell looking for a block and heads out of bounds at the 36-yard line, a gain of 3 yards. Tuiimi eventually forced him out of bounds. That was a good job in coverage by the Pirates. Momentarily, that play looked like it was well set up. But the Pirates do a good job stringing it out and eventually force Farrell out of bounds for a modest gain on the play. In fact, just a yard. They'll spot it at the 34. Good stand for the Pirates defensively. Good kick from Widener. Chases Valenzuela all the way back to the 25. And he does fall on it. And now a late hit comes in. And I think the Pirates are going to get 15 yards here. I believe that was DeRocher coming down on coverage. And Valenzuela had fallen on it. I don't know if we have the replay. Okay, we're showing you this one again. This is going to be a break for the Pirates after Valenzuela had some difficulty with the kick from Widener. He did eventually manage to corral it and then takes the late hit. Pirates will get 15 yards, and instead of having it at the 28, they'll start at their own 43. And after a good performance in terms of penalties a week ago, the Bobcats are struggling here tonight. Well, that is actually just their third penalty. That seems low to me, but I'm going to have to go with the official numbers over my own recollection. 1st and 10 from the 43. Frederick guns the near side. That one nearly picked off by Gushikin. Kapena Gushikin had a great shot at that pass intended for Macaluso. Let's watch here, and Frederick really locks in. That's a great read from Gushikin. So the Pirates catch yet another break as Gushikin nearly has the pick. Instead, it's just an incompletion and a 2nd and 10 for the Pirates from their own 43. Handoff on 2nd down. Valenzuela stiff arms a man. Forced out of bounds after a gain of 2 yards. Gushikin coming up. Had a shot at Valenzuela, but couldn't bring him down. And the Pirates, instead of a loss, at least get a couple, but they face a 3rd and 8. Well, after both teams scored on their opening possession, now the defenses have started to take over midway through the 2nd. And the Bobcats with the lead on the strength of that 2-point conversion on their opening touchdown. Bunch formation. Frederick moves to his right, shovels it to Valenzuela, looking for a hole, and Valenzuela takes a big hit. Travis Arena. Good job by Valenzuela to hold on to the football. A gain of a couple will leave a 4th down and 6, and the Pirates will have to punt it away. Simeon Martin waits at his own 17-yard line. Snap to Harm. Line drive kick. Martin from the 14 will settle for the fair catch. 36 yards on the kick. And the Bobcats will start from their own 15-yard line.
Let me walk you through it really quick. So in the top left corner of the LCD screen, there should be something that says FUNC. Can you see that? Okay, click on that. And then you should have a whole bunch of small options. One should say M in the top left corner.
Marcio will come out with Jake Thomas in the backfield. Pistol formation.
Should allow you to adjust.
Play action. Deep drop for Marcio. Going deep down the middle, looking for Martin, and it's incomplete. Good coverage to Ayemi with Martin step for step. Bobcats take a shot down the field, but it'll leave a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that's much better. Okay, what are the settings that you get right now? I need like a 1/20, 250.
Marcio now 8 of 14 in the game for 66 yards, touchdown, and no interceptions.
I need like 8 or 9 gain. That looks really good though.
The all-time series between these two teams, 10-4 in favor of Saddleback. But the Bobcats started out with 10 wins in a row in this series. Completion on the far side, back to Martin, forced out of bounds at the 22. A gain of a couple will leave a 3rd down and 8. But the Pirates have won the last 4 meetings between these two teams. They'll spot it at the 23. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Bobcats will overload the near side, facing a 3rd and 7. Marcio with plenty of time on the play clock, down to 12. Has the snap. 4-man rush. Guns it over the middle, completes the pass. No. The hit from Sirocco might have knocked that one free. He was looking for Kendall Fry, and Fry appeared to have enough for the first down but can't bring it in. Another 3 and out. Another good possession for the Pirate defense. They'll get it back and figure to have pretty good field position as Valenzuela waits at his own 44-yard line. Widener on to kick it away. Low snap, but Widener gets it away. End over end kick. Valenzuela from the 43 sheds one tackle. He's at the 45 and brought down at midfield. 7-yard return after a 34-yard punt. Very good field position for the Pirates, who will start at the 50. 5:42 remaining in the first half. Nathaniel Frederick, 8 of 11 in the game for 35 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And he will bring the Pirate offense on. They'll keep it on the ground with Brown, sweeping to the far side. Keeps his legs churning and gets all the way to the 40. That's very near first down yardage. Meanwhile, there is a flag down in the Bobcat secondary. Well, it looks like they're going to pick up the flag. Not seeing a call yet. They haven't moved the chains. That was great second effort from J.Q. Brown. Well, no, they are going to call the flag. But the Pirates are going to decline the penalty and take the play, which is a 10-yard run for Brown, which will immediately move the chains. 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 40. Pistol formation. Brown remains in the game. Gets the handoff. Tries to bounce it to his right. Able to slip a tackle. Now has a head of steam and a huge collision with Austin McKinney. And Brown brought down, gained perhaps a yard on the play. What a big hit from Austin McKinney. Well, this is a physical and very solid defense for the Bobcats, and they've been as advertised in this first half. But the Pirates have it at the 39 of Saddleback, looking for the lead. 3 wide receivers to the left on this 2nd and 9 play. Frederick with a deep drop, going deep over the middle, overshoots Macaluso, who had a step on Eric Church. That was a chance for the Pirates, but a little too much air under it for Frederick. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. After a hot start on 3rd down in this one, the Pirates are now 4 of 8. Still a sizable upgrade from where they've been over the first month of the season. 3rd and 9. Snap to Frederick. On the roll and just throws it down. Just elects to more or less spike that one. Looking for a flag here. There's no flag on the play. So Frederick just thought better of taking any kind of shot there. And instead, just spikes it. So LJ Harm comes on, and he'll kick it away from the Saddleback 39. Martin waiting at the 10-yard line. They come after the kick, but Harm gets it away. And it takes a Bobcat bounce back outside the 20 to the 24. The Pirates are going to pick up about 16 yards. They'll spot it at the 23 with that punt. 4:26 remaining in the first half. They'll call it a 15-yard punt. And the Bobcats will take over at the 24-yard line. Jake Thomas remains in the backfield. Meanwhile, we do have a player down. We'll take an injury timeout. 8-7 in favor of the Bobcats. You're watching Pirate football on the VC Sports Network. First and 10 from the 24 for the Bobcats. Pirates showing blitz. Now they'll drop off. First down carry for Thomas, running right. Lowers the shoulder and pushes the pile out to the 29. 5-yard run for Jake Thomas. Working behind the right side of that Saddleback offensive line. William Savar, Diego Blattler. Good push. And a 5-yard run will bring up a 2nd and 5. Thomas remains in the backfield, both receivers to the left on a 2nd and 5 play. DeRocher in motion. Straight ahead for Thomas. Finds a lane again. He's got first down yardage and more out to the 39. 10-yard run brought down by Wesley. But this is some of the best running of the football that the Bobcats have done all year. And it's against a Pirate team that has been pretty good against the run. Meanwhile, we have a Pirate player down. Let's step aside for an injury timeout from Ventura. Saddleback on top 8-7 on the VC Sports Network. First and 10. Thomas gets the carry running left. Now tries to cut it back and instead runs into Jonah Rubidoux. That's a loss of a yard on the play and a big hit from Rubidoux. 2nd down and 11 upcoming for the Bobcats. And Pirates had that play well diagnosed and nowhere for Thomas to go with the ball. Stokes and Martin split out to the right. Kane Metz Terrell solo to the left for the Bobcats. Snap to Masio, quick throw over the middle. Terrific catch going back to DeRocher, who reaches behind to make the grab, brought down at the Pirate 48. The 14-yard gain will move the chains once again. First down Bobcats into Pirate territory, 2:39 and counting remaining in the first half. Third catch for DeRocher. Masio, deep drop, has time, guns on the far side, finds Martin this time very near the first down marker. Looks like he's about a half a yard shy. Chet Aldridge with the tackle. Second down and a foot coming up for the Bobcats. Winding down toward 2 minutes to go. The Bobcats with all 3 timeouts. They have it at the Pirate 39. Could be a free play for Masio. Thomas with some running room, bounces it to the outside. Thomas inside the 20, down to the 10, 5, in for a 39-yard touchdown run. And the movement appeared to be on the right side of that Pirate defensive line. You got to believe this is going to stand up. And indeed, that penalty is against the Pirates. That'll be declined, and the Bobcats extend on the lead. 1:44 to go, and Jake Thomas, who came in averaging 1.9 yards per carry on the season, finds pay dirt, and he is having a big first half. And indeed, the Bobcats continue to run the ball well. And now they push the lead to 14-7. Grace on for the extra point. Up and good. 15-7 Saddleback on top of the Pirates after the Pirates scored on their opening drive. The Bobcat defense has done a good job of stifling this Pirate offense. And the Bobcats have come back with 15 unanswered. And they've got the lead late in this first half. Yeah, for Thomas, 5 carries now for 55 yards. And the touchdown, that's Thomas's first rushing touchdown on the season, just the 3rd rushing touchdown for the Bobcats overall. They're over 100 yards on the ground in the first half. And on the season as a team, they're averaging just under 75 yards per game. So this is a big-time step up for the Bobcats. And again, it's not as though it's been easy to run the football on the Pirates this season. Well, we'll see if the Pirates can answer back. 1:44 remaining, and the Pirates do have 2 of their timeouts. James and Valenzuela waiting deep. Each of them has had a good return in this first half. So where do you go if you're Grace? He's going to angle it away from Valenzuela. And back for a touchback, so the Pirates will start at their own 25. So here comes the Pirate offense. And I believe they've made the move to Ezekiel Savage for this drive. Gives to Valenzuela. Valenzuela in the clear. They'll never catch him. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Slips the tackle and in for the touchdown. That's a 75-yard run for Jesse Valenzuela, who goes over 100 yards in the first half. Well, they didn't need the full minute 44. Watch here. Once he finds that lane, turns on the jets, and you see McKinney giving chase. And that last attempt at about the 5-yard line, but Valenzuela able to high step out of it. And the Pirates now a 2-point conversion away from evening this one up. barely had time to talk about Ezekiel Savage coming on at quarterback because Jesse Valenzuela took over from there. And Ventura going to take a timeout. That'll be their second charge timeout. They want to talk it over with 1:32 remaining. Looking to set up for a 2-point attempt, trying to tie this one up. Well, Valenzuela was extremely effective on that opening drive, which was the lone Pirate touchdown drive of the first half. And just when you started to wonder when might we see Jesse Valenzuela back there again, he comes on and immediately announces his presence with authority. 75-yard touchdown run. And the Pirates will come on and look for two. Three wide receivers to the left. Quick throw from Savage, complete and in. Pirates get the two and tie it up at 15. Let's watch this one again from down at field level. Quick throw. And a little lane. It was Kevin Tate. So all knotted up at 15. And now the Bobcats still have time. 1:32 remaining in the first half. They've got all three timeouts. And over-end kick. Smith with some trouble at the 9. To the 15. And hit at the 17 and brought down. 8-yard return. And that was Kendall Fry on the return. So will the Bobcats be content to head to the locker room all tied up at 15? Or will they take a shot? They start with fairly poor field position at their own 17. But they have been able to move the ball so far in this first half for the most part. Jamari Farrell in the backfield with D'Artagnan Masio. Three wide receivers to the right. Masio going to drop back to throw. On the crossing pattern. Complete for a gain of about 4. That was Kane Metz-Terrell working against Wesley. 4-yard gain will leave a second down and 6. Bobcats not going to take any of their timeouts. We wind under a minute to go in the first half. 4-man rush. Masio, good pocket. Going to step up and look to run, but nowhere to go. Might have gained a yard. Out to the 22. Where it'll be 3rd down and 5. And the Pirates are going to take a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final timeout. We'll step aside, 49 seconds to go in the first half, all tied at 15 on the VC Sports Network. Want to quickly correct, that was the Bobcats that took the timeout. That's their first timeout. So 2 remaining, 49 seconds remaining in the first half. 4-man rush. Masio lobs for the near side and overshoots Roebuck. That will bring up 4th down, and the Pirates will get it back with 1 timeout and 44 seconds remaining in the first half. Braden Biller will come on to punt for the Bobcats. Short kick. Takes a Bobcat bounce. And they'll down it at the 42. 33 seconds on the clock. And now it's Steve Mushagian and the Pirate offense, who will come on, and Ezekiel Savage will remain in the game. Savage, one of 3 quarterbacks that has seen significant time over the first month or so of the season. Savage looking deep on first down, throws and completes at the 20, 15, 10, 5. It's a touchdown for the Pirates. Chris Reeves with the catch. Savage is just that. As he finds Reeves, it looked like good coverage, but Church got a little turned around. He was right there, and give Reeves a lot of credit. That's a great adjustment in the air to get under this ball. Watch again. And I think Church just overruns it slightly. And it's the adjustment from Reeves. And the Pirates on back-to-back huge plays late in this first half have taken the lead. The extra point is blocked, and the Pirates will settle for a 21-15 lead. The Pirates have had all kinds of trouble with extra points so far this season. They are 9 of 13 on extra points coming into this one, and that's another miss. So now 11 of 16 on extra points on the season. And you wonder at what point is that going to come back to bite you. The Pirates have a 6-point lead with 24 seconds remaining in the first half. What a close to this first 30 minutes. The Bobcats had it going all their way with a 15-7 lead after a touchdown run by Jake Thomas late in the first half. But the Pirates, with under 2 minutes to go, get the run from Valenzuela, a 75-yard touchdown run. That's a one-play scoring drive. And then on their very next possession, after the Bobcats go 3 and out, Savage finds Reeves for a 58-yard touchdown to Chris Reeves. And another one-play scoring drive. Taking a yard deep. Out to the 15, 20, 25-yard line. Finally brought down near the 30. Jake Thomas on the return. 30 yards. And now the Bobcats will have time for perhaps a play or two. Will they take a shot? They'll spot at the 30 after the 31-yard return. They'll keep it on the ground. Farrell driven down at the 40. That is very near a first down. Down to 10 seconds, and Saddleback will take a timeout. That's their second charge timeout. If you're thinking about the field goal for Connor Grace, his long is 42 yards, so you got to believe you're going to need a good 30 yards here to really consider it. It is breezy down on the field, and the wind does appear to be behind the Bobcats as they work it from right to left here in the second quarter. The Bobcats do have one timeout remaining, so they can use the entire field. Will they take one more shot? Masio throws over the middle, completes to Metz Terrell. It's brought down at the 45 of Ventura. 3 seconds remaining. The Bobcats going to take their final timeout, and they do. So Saddleback will take their final timeout, and they'll have time for one more play. Well, this will probably be a shot for the end zone in the way this last couple of minutes of this first half has gone. I wouldn't go anywhere. Who knows what we're going to see. So here come the Bobcats. And they'll send Fry and Martin out to the right. Come back with Stokes. Roebuck in the slot on the near side. And I believe Metz Terrell wide to the left. Masio looking left, steps up, throws behind Roebuck, incomplete. That'll be the final play of the first half. Halftime from the VC Sportsplex, and the Pirates, with a late comeback in that first half, take a 21-15 lead into the locker room. You're watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. discounted rates, mention VC Athletics when calling or use corporate code 100239855 when booking online. Also brought to you by Scooters Barbecue and Catering, official concessionaire for Ventura College football and barbecue supplier for Ventura College athletics. Smith and Thomas back deep for the Bobcats, who will get it first to start the third quarter. And it's Smith who will take it from the 5. Now to the 15. Huge hit near the 20-yard line. Smith falls forward to the 22. What a magnificent job of holding on to the football by Smith. This is a massive hit. I'll let that hit speak for itself. I believe that was Hodahori Othniel that had the hit. 1st and 10 from the 22. Masio gives to Farrell and dances his way forward to the 27, a gain of about 5. Another good push up front. Bobcats continue to run the ball well, and that has been a stark departure from the rest of the season. Rubinu on the stop, 112 yards rushing on 16 attempts in the first half. That's 7 yards a carry for a team that came in as a team averaging 2.5 yards per carry on the season. Pirate player down, 14:38 to go here in the third quarter. 21-15, Ventura on top on the VC Sports Network. Spencer Moore up to his feet and able to make his way to the sideline. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Bobcats after the 5-yard run by Farrell. Opening possession of the third quarter. The Pirates on a couple of big plays in the latter stages of the first half have the 6-point lead. Fake to Farrell. Masio on the run, completes the pass out past the 30 to the 33. Hard to say if the second effort will count on the completion to Caleb Peterson. Peterson with his first couple of catches on the season. Here tonight, Cooper eventually brings him down. They'll give him 8 yards on the reception. Bobcats move the chains and have it 1st and 10 at the 33. Dual setbacks alongside Masio. Pirates crowding the line. And now they'll drop off. Farrell with a first down carry. Through another good hole out past the 40 to the 41. 8-yard run on a second, I should say leaves a 2nd and 2. We do have a late flag coming in. And these are not cheap yards for the Bobcats. That was another good lane for Farrell. And this looks as though it's going to be marked off against the Pirates, and it will. 3rd penalty on the Pirates in the game. It's a 15-yard penalty that takes it to the Pirate 44, where it'll be 1st and 10. Well, give a lot of credit to this Bobcat offensive line that's had a tough year. But they have shown up tonight. Farrell, little stutter step brought down at the line. Jonah Rubidoux able to wrap him up. 2nd down and long for the Bobcats. Farrell now with 42 yards on 8 carries. Remains in the backfield on a 2nd and 10. Farrell threw another good hole at the 35-30, 25-20. Farrell's down to the 10, 5, dives, just short of the goal line. Brought down at about the, well, let's wait and see. I believe they're going to spot this at about the 4. C.J. Hodgson finally brought Farrell down as he burst through another good hole on the left side. That is good hard running from Jamari Farrell. And Farrell was definitely the bright spot in the running game for the Bobcats coming in, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. And with that 40-yard scamper, he's got 82 yards, and he gets the call here. Hit at the line, the ball comes out. Loose ball out near the 20. The Pirates appear to get there first. Let's wait for the signal. Let's run that one more time if we can while we're still waiting for them to unpile. The Pirates think they've got it. Someone wondering in the crowd, how can it take that long? I have to say, that makes a certain amount of sense to me. Let's see here. Who gets a hand in? Yeah, that's Adrian Sirocco. And Sirocco just goes right after that football from Jamari Farrell. They have finally unpiled. And Saddleback did get it back. Nonetheless, it's a loss of about 15 yards back to the 19-yard line. Well, now, yeah, they're going to say that this is obviously a continuous play. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 20. So it's still an enormous play for the Pirates, completely changing the complexion of the situation. Now it's 2nd and long. Masio guns the far side looking for Martin. Martin makes the catch. Ridden out at the 12. That'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Fakir Stewart gets the tackle on Martin. And that leaves a 3rd and goal from the 12. And now some confusion, and the Bobcats are going to have to burn a timeout. 11:26 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and goal coming up for the Bobcats. It's Pirate Football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Third and goal for the Bobcats from the 12. Snap to Masio on the designed roll. Under some pressure, hit as he throws. And another massive hit. It's hard to say if that was even still a live play as Farrell ended up with the ball. A lot going on in that play. Either way, it's going to bring up 4th down. Quentin Harris bringing the lumber. Let's watch here as Masio tries to go with the throw. It looked like he really just lost the ball on the way up. That very well might have been a loose football. And Harris was right there after Farrell came up with the ball. There is a flag down. Well, they are definitely hitting out there tonight, both teams. So it ends up being a loss of 3 yards on the play, as that does go down as a fumble and a recovery by the Bobcats. That'll bring on Grace for a 32-yard field goal attempt. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Missed one from about this distance in the first half. Pirate fans making some noise. Snap, placement down, kick is away from Grace. And it's good. Grace connects from 32 yards out. And the Bobcats pull within a field goal at 21-18 with 11:11 remaining in the 3rd quarter on the VC Sports Network. Valenzuela and James back deep. As Grace will tee it up. We're early in the 3rd, 21-18. Another busy night in the 3C2A. We'll try to get you some scores from around the 3C2A as this second half moves on. We've got a good one here from Ventura with the Pirates leading it by just 3. Bobcats trying to end this 3-game skid. And the Pirates trying to head into conference play with a record of 4-1 as that one squirts past James and out the back of the end zone. There is a flag down back at the Saddleback 33-yard line. And we'll await a call. This one going to work against Saddleback, and the Pirates will make them re-kick it. And you have to expect that with Valenzuela and Lamont James back there. And Pirates want to take a chance here and see if they can perhaps get a big play. That's been a big part of their success tonight. Valenzuela with the 75-yard touchdown run in the first half, and Chris Reeves, the big touchdown reception in the final minute. And that has absolutely been the difference in a game that, for the most part, the Bobcats have really had the better of. The approach from Grace. Valenzuela from the 6. Out to the 15, 20, 25, 30. Hit and dropped at the 31. 25-yard return for Jesse Valenzuela. We'll give the Pirates the ball at their own 31. And not a big surprise, we'll see Ezekiel Savage. He's been on the field for 2 plays, and the Pirates have 2 touchdowns. Savage with the snap. They keep it on the ground for a gain of about 3. Valenzuela with a gain of 3. Working on the left side. Straight drop for Savage, has time. Finds Tate at the 40. Flags come, I should say whistles come in. And I believe they're going to say Tate stepped out of bounds at the 39. 5-yard gain. Let's watch here and see what the call is. Well, they're going to say the knee was down. That's the call. So a 5-yard gain for Tate leaves a 3rd down and 2 for the Pirates. The Pirates have missed on their last 4 third down conversions. They're now 4 of 9 on the night. It's a manageable 3rd and 2. Read option. Savage with a head. His team has the first down and more. He's to midfield into Saddleback territory. Finally ridden out of bounds. At the Saddleback 39, that's a 22-yard run for Ezekiel Savage, and that is what Ezekiel Savage will bring to this offense. Savage in some ways reminds me of Ebon Feathers from about 8 or 9 years ago for the Pirates. Another quarterback that very adept running the football and seemed to work a lot off of that. And that is Savage's MO for the most part as well. He will look to make it happen with his feet first and then look for the opportunities from that once he can get the defense perhaps back on their heels. Mwamba with the stop after a 1-yard gain on the carry by Valenzuela. And I'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 from the Saddleback 35-yard line. Savage saw his most significant run this season in the loss at San Diego Mesa, where he played most, if not all, of the second half. Savage gonna tuck it and run. Hit and brought down by Jack St. Fleur. That's a gain of a couple. They'll bring up a 3rd down and 7. Good to see Jack St. Fleur back on the field. He left briefly with an injury in the first half. But going back to that situation with Savage getting the significant run, that was a game that the Pirates trailed 28-9 very early in the 3rd quarter. And Steve Mushagian, as Savage lobs over the middle, just over the outstretched hand of Chris Reeves. Nearly had another 6. It'll bring up a 4th down and a decision for the Pirates with the ball at the Saddleback 33-yard line. But going back to that Mesa game, Savage somewhat of a struggle in that one, a couple interceptions in that second half, though the Pirates did get within a score late before eventually falling 35-20. But Steve Mushagian afterwards, very forthright, said, yeah, that was really my bad. Didn't really put Zeke Savage in the best position to be successful. That's a tough spot to come in, and he did well. The Pirates going to go for it on fourth down. Tate lays out. Touchdown, Pirates! Another great throw from Ezekiel Savage. He finds Reeves with the big touchdown. And I know I talked about his ability to run the football, but this is an awfully good throw. On fourth down, and a pretty gutsy play call, too. We'll take you down. Look from this side. And Tate able to run under that one. Well, just moments ago, Savage just missed Chris Reeves on a similar type throw. Just a foot long. And that time he drops it in perfectly to Kevin Tate. 8:02 to go in the third, and the Pirates lead it by 10, 28-18. Pirates push the lead to 10 on another big play, this time Savage to Tate. And it's now 28-18 to kick through the back of the end zone. Well, after a stretch where the Pirates struggled offensively, they have gotten it together, and this is shades of the El Camino game where the Pirates won 32-13. But in the first half, the Pirates did next to nothing offensively before getting it going in the second half and eventually pulling away for the 19-point win. We'll see if they can create a little more distance between themselves and the Bobcats, who will start from their own 25. Thomas in the backfield. Masio with a pump fake. Now switches to the near side, the pass incomplete. Oh, are they going to say he made the catch? Wow. Well, they'll conference up. No, it's incomplete. Okay. He was looking for Majestin Heverlo. Majestin Heberda. And that pass appeared to be a little bit short. Second down and 10. After it was initially called a catch. Snap to Masio. Step in front. It's a pick six for the Pirates. They're going to extend the lead. Quentin Harris reads this one all the way. Let's take a look from a couple of angles, and the Pirates are so adept at this. And Masio, well, that's not a terrible job by Masio. Does a pretty good job of trying to look off Harris. Slight turn to the right, but Harris just on this one. And the Pirates have extended to a 34-18 lead. Vargas on to tack on the extra point and does. And the Pirates, via the big play, have broken this one open. We do have whistles after the point after, so we'll keep it here just for a moment. and get you the resolution on this flag. 35-18. .38 to go in the third. So the flag against Saddleback, but the Pirates will decline that penalty, take the point, and move on with a 35-18 lead. Mount San Antonio College stays unbeaten. Big win over Allen Hancock, 48-7. Golden West leading at Long Beach 24-10 in the third. Rustlers looking to bounce back after the tough loss against Riverside a week ago. Meanwhile, the Vikings resurgent under head coach Brett Peabody. And they're back in the north. And we will see the Pirates heading to Long Beach in a couple of weeks, as this one will be taken for a touchback. We won't have that game for you on SoCal College Sports, but I'll be there, and we will have it via the Long Beach City College stream. And Pirate fans, we hope you'll join us. Check out the Pirates as they travel to Long Beach for what should be a tough one. Meanwhile, late in the third, Golden West ups the lead to 31-10. El Camino at Fullerton late in the third, and the Warriors of El Camino with the 17-16 lead. Bakersfield all over San Bernardino Valley. First down carry for Thomas. A gain of 3, brings up a second down and 7. Sirocco with the stop. So Bakersfield leading 63-6 at San Bernardino Valley. Masio looking to throw in the pass, incomplete. Wanted Roebuck. Quickly 3rd and 7. Riverside holds on to defeat Canyons 31-28 at Riverside. So the Cougars give it a run against the undefeated Tigers, but Riverside with the 3-point win. 3rd and 7 for the Bobcats. So that takes you around the National North. Masio's throw behind Roebuck. It's going to be a 3 and out, and the Pirates will get it back. Pirates with a good defensive possession. They get off the field, and they'll get it back leading by 17. Kick away. Short kick. Nailed down at the 49. That's a kick of just 23 yards, and terrific field position for the Pirates as we wind under 7 minutes to go in the third. Well, after the performance by Frederick a week ago, you wondered if there's a quarterback controversy, if the job is up in the air with Braden Seary and Frederick, and now Savage comes on and is tremendous, a couple of big plays. And now is it a 3-way controversy at quarterback, and where are you going to go from here? It'll be interesting to see what Steve Mushagian has to say about that as the Pirates head into the bye and get ready for the conference schedule starting in 2 weeks. 5-yard penalty. We'll move it back to the 44 where it'll be 1st and 15. Yeah, Savage 3 of 4. 96 yards, a couple of touchdowns. That's going to be a pretty good quarterback rating. Play action, Savage with time. Rolling left, still looking. Throws on the near sideline and incomplete. Second down and 15. Trying to find Tate. Blunt had the coverage. Valenzuela over 100 yards on the ground tonight, 114 yards. That's just the second 100-yard rushing performance of the season for the Pirates. J.Q. Brown also went for over 100 earlier in the year. Reeves leads the way in the air with 67 yards. The Pirates have not had a receiver go for 100 yards yet on the year. Brown straight ahead, tripped up after a gain of 4. That is back near the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 3rd down and 11. Church with the tackle. And this is where the Pirates have the luxury of playing some field position. The Bobcats have had some success moving the football tonight, but generally speaking, the Pirate defense has been terrific all year long. And they could certainly afford, with a 17-point lead, to continue to make the Bobcats work long field. Savage looking deep. Terrific interception for the Bobcats back near the 25-yard line. What a stab by Jace Hunter. Hunter playing center field. This looked like Ken Griffey Jr. playing center field. Watch Hunter go high up and make the interception with the immediate tackle. It functions as something of a short punt for the Pirates on a 3rd and long, as the Bobcats will take over at the 27. So not the worst thing in the world if you're a Pirate fan, as they give it back to the Bobcats, but still a fairly lengthy field to negotiate. First down carry for Smith, trying to reverse field, slips a tackle, and eventually falls forward for a gain of a couple. Call it 3. Carr Stewart eventually with the tackle as Smith runs for about 60 yards and a gain of 3. Second down and 7. Masio, quick throw, pass complete. Caleb Peterson with a 5-yard reception leaves a 3rd down and 2 for the Bobcats. 5:05 and counting remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Pirates, with another couple of big plays in this 3rd quarter, have widened the lead to 17. 4-man rush. Masio standing in. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to be sacked back at the 31. Demetrius Edwards, Jonah Rubidoux, both there. And that is the proverbial coverage sack. And I guess initially it was pretty good protection, but Masio didn't have a lot of options, and finally, rather than force it, elects to just eat the football and take the sack. Good job by the Pirate defense, and they will get it back immediately. Valenzuela going to make the fair catch at the 34. Good kick. 36 yards. Braden Biller handling the punting duties tonight. .410 to go in the 3rd. Pirate offense back on. Savage brings the Pirate offense on with Valenzuela in the pistol formation. Receivers left and right. Snap, pump fake, and Savage going to take a sack. St. Fleur. Excuse me. That was Matthew Cole, who came on the blitz and was the first to get there for the sack, back at the 30-yard line. Looked like Savage. Hard to say if that was a design pump fake or if the pass that he was looking for wasn't there, but either way, he pulls it back down, and the blitz gets there quickly. Cole wraps up Savage for the sack. 2nd down and 15. The Bobcats came in with just 3 sacks on the season. Valenzuela over his right guard, drags the pile. Cole on the stop again at the 36. That's a 6-yard run and leaves a 3rd down and 9. Yeah, the Bobcats with just 3 sacks through the first 4 games. So they were struggling to get pressure on the quarterback as well. That's their 2nd sack tonight, so they're working on doubling their total. Savage throws on the run, looking deep. This one's going to be picked off back at the 20-yard line as well. I believe it was Mason Young. Nope, Austin McKinney. So McKinney had the coverage and gets the interception. 2nd interception of the quarter for Savage, but again, it comes on a deep throw, and the Bobcats will take over at the 20. So taking a chance again on 3rd down. Savage looking for the home run. McKinney with the interception. But again, for Pirate fans, not the worst turnover that you're going to see. Handoff to Thomas, running left and running east-west. And brought down by Sirocco for no gain on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. Well, the Pirates now with 3 turnovers in the game, all interceptions. They'll give Thomas a gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Masio off the hands of Stokes. Quickly, 3rd and 9. That popped up where Maliatufa, Tuiimi both there. Harrowing moment for the Bobcats. And meanwhile, we do have a Saddleback player down, 2:46 to go in the 3rd. We'll take a timeout from the VC Sportsplex. You're watching Pirate Football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network, brought to you by Crown Plaza Hotel, Ventura Beach. Third down and 9 for the Bobcats from their own 21. Masio screens it out, looking for Martin. Brought down at the 24. Short gain. And I do want to correct, well, that I believe was Masio. Did see Ryan Henderson briefly at quarterback earlier as well. Another 3 and out. Pirate defense starting to step it up since midway through that 2nd quarter. Taken by Valenzuela, slips out of a tackle at the 41, still on his feet at the 45. Finally heads out of bounds near midfield. Late flag comes in. Let's watch at the tail end here and see if we can see what happens. This may go against the Pirates. Late. That was. I'm looking at Tyrese Miliatufa. And personal foul possibility, and it looks like that is the call. So this will back the Pirates up to the 34-yard, or I should say to the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Late third. Well, I'll tell you what. If Ezekiel Savage remains as the quarterback for any length of time, it's going to be fun to watch his, shall we say, all-or-nothing approach, the home run ball. He's already taken a few shots downfield, and we've seen a little bit of everything. A couple of long touchdowns, a couple of interceptions. It's going to be fun. J.Q. Brown on the carry. Good push, gets 6 yards for Brown and brings up a 2nd down and 4. And I don't know if this is just the situational play calling, but you've already seen Savage take at least 4, if not more, shots downfield, 4 or 5 shots downfield. Brown tries to bounce it outside, still on his fade. Slips out of a tackle and gets to the 41. That appears preliminarily to be enough for the 1st down. This is a great job by J.Q. Brown. Able to break a tackle. And with 2nd effort, pick up 5 yards and a 1st down. Tate and Greer will head to the far side as the Pirates have a fresh set of downs as we wind down toward a minute to go in the 3rd. Brown remains in the backfield, Savage under center. Has the snap. Brown hit behind the line. And that ball might have come out. Keegan Netherton going to pick it up and head for the end zone. It looks like they're blowing the play dead. That's a tough break. We'll watch this one on the replay and see if we have a couple of angles at it. But this play blown up pretty much right from the start. Not fooled by the counter. See if we can run that again without the scoreboard. Maybe again, see that ball might have come out from the ground. I think it was right there. We'll try to run that one more time as it's 2nd and 14 after a 4-yard loss. I'll keep you abreast of the play. Let's watch this one more time. And yeah, it looked like the ground caused the fumble. The Pirates will certainly take it. 2nd and 14. Back to live action. Savage being chased by Nushi, and he is going to be brought down. Back at the 23-yard line, a massive loss of 14 yards. Chad Nushi showing the speed. Brings down Savage, a 13-yard loss, makes it 3rd and 27. And the Pirates heading decidedly in the wrong direction as the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Good 3rd for the Pirates, though, as they extend the lead, and they will take a 35-18 lead into the 4th quarter. You are watching Pirate Football, brought to you by Scooters Barbecue. Third and 27 for the Pirates from their own 24-yard line. Lamont James in the backfield. 4 wide receivers set, and they go to James on the draw. Pulled down at the 25 after a gain of a yard. Hiram DeFries, Saronitman bringing down James, holding him to just a yard, and the Pirates will kick it away. L.J. Harm on with Simeon Martin waiting back at his own 41-yard line. Good snap to Harm, gets the kick away. Line drive kick taken at the 39, but Martin elects to make the fair catch. And the Bobcats will start from their own 39-yard line. And let's see if we see Masio or Henderson. Henderson did make a brief appearance earlier in the second half. Threw a couple of passes, 1 of 2 for 5 yards, but it was Masio on the last drive. And come back with Thomas and Farrell. No, Thomas going to head off, so it'll be Jamari Farrell in the backfield with D'Artagnan Masio for the Bobcats, trailing at 35-18. Four-man rush. Masio steps up, throws, and completes, finding Martin, who slips out of one tackle but is brought down. Jed Aldridge gets the tackle after a gain of 6 yards. Bring up a 2nd down and 4. Snap to Masio. And he is going to be hit and brought down. Jewell wrapping him up, a loss of about 3. Jewell and Edwards teaming up for that stop. They are 1-2 on the Pirates in sacks thus far this season. And hard to say if that was a broken play and Masio just elected to go down, or a quarterback draw that just didn't go anywhere. Either way, it's a 3rd and 7 after the short loss. Stokes takes a big hit. Man, that is another big hit from Quentin Harris. It's a gain of a couple of yards, well short of the 1st down, and a 4th and 5 for the Bobcats, and here comes the punting unit. Good kick. Valenzuela chased back to his 15, looking for the near sideline. Makes a move at the 20. Makes another move at the 35, 40, 45, 50. Valenzuela with 1 man to beat at the 40, 35, 30. Finally run down near the 20-yard line. A sensational return by Jesse Valenzuela. Finally brought down by Arena. And watch the work of Valenzuela. Gets a couple of good blocks. And eventually finds his way into open field. And you see there that Biller one-on-one with Valenzuela, and he's going to have a hard time bringing down Jesse Valenzuela, but he did just enough to make Valenzuela have to slow up and make a little move to get by him, and that bought the Bobcats just enough time to chase down Valenzuela and at least keep him out of the end zone. That was a 69-yard return, and it sets the Pirates up at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. James Miles gets the carry, got back to the line. Eric Church moving up to make the stop, a 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Pirates. Well, the Pirates have been something of a mixed bag in the red zone tonight. Most of their success has come via the big play, and one of those touchdowns came thanks to the defense. Back shoulder throw down near the goal line. Touchdown Pirates! Tim Greer with the reception. This is a nice back shoulder throw from Savage, and a great job by Greer. We'll take you down to field level. This is pretty well covered. But you put this throw in a spot where only your receiver has a chance at it. Vargas on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Pirates pulling away. Now lead at 42-18, third touchdown pass for Ezekiel Savage. We do have a flag down, so we'll hold it here momentarily and get the resolution on the penalty. As Savage, 4 completed passes, 3 of them for touchdowns. That's efficiency. The penalty going against Saddleback. So we'll see if they enforce this one on the kickoff. 11:36 to go in the ball game. And the Pirates looking as though they are going to be able to move it to 4-1 in their non-conference portion of the schedule. Still got 11.5 minutes to go, but the Pirates, after trailing at one point 15-7, have stepped it up big time here at the Sportsplex. Outscored the Bobcats 35-3 since late in the first half to take control in this one. Pirates will tee it up. Leading it by 24. The kick away. Taken 3 yards deep. Thomas going to take it out. Circles left, gets a block. He's out past the 20 and goes airborne before he's knocked out of bounds, short of the 30-yard line. Watch Thomas. Well, I guess if you're going to get hit, let's get yourself in the air. Get a little bit of a ride out of it. Thomas taken out of bounds. They give him the 30, so that's a 33-yard return. And on come the Bobcats. Jordan Smith in the backfield, 4 wide receivers. First down carry for Smith. No gain on the play. Rubidoux, who's had a busy night on that defensive line, continues to be active. They'll give Smith a yard on the carry. New quarterback, Brandon Bearwald, will come on to replace D'Artagnan Masio. Movement on the line might be a free play. Through the hands of Metz Terrell. Quickly 3rd and 9. And Bearwald, oh, look at this, but yeah, for Bearwald, this is his first appearance of the season. Seen a little bit of Ryan Henderson in a couple of games. But other than that, it's Ben Masio. So Kerry Crabb going to take an opportunity here to look at another quarterback. Bearwald stepping up, makes a low move at the 35, and that gets him the first down as he's eventually hit and dropped at the 43. But a 12-yard run on 3rd and 9 will move the chains. They'll spot it out at the 40, no, at the 43, so 12 yards. Good enough for a first down for the Bobcats. Handoff and a gain of a couple for Smith. Well, Smith had a nice run in the first half. Up to 36 yards now on 6 carries. And Smith, like a few other players here tonight, really making his first significant contribution on the field. Smith came in with just 4 carries for 9 yards on the season coming into this one, but he's getting an opportunity tonight and making the most of it. Meanwhile, loss on the play, a sack for the Pirates will bring it all the way back to a 3rd and 17 from the 36-yard line. And a timeout down on the field where they look at a Pirate player. And we will step aside as well on the VC Sports Network. Third down and 17 for Saddleback. Pass caught by Stokes, but he is hit immediately at the 40. That's a gain of about 4 yards. Brings up a 4th down and 13. And we'll see the Saddleback punting unit. Davenport with the tackle on Stokes. Valenzuela waits deep at the 32. A little trouble for Valenzuela. Loose football back inside the 20. And Valenzuela is such a dynamic playmaker. But we've seen this in a couple of games as well. And I think that the challenge for Valenzuela moving forward, as the Bobcats have it, is going to center more on making decisions back there returning punts. There's no question but that he is going to be a massive playmaker back there. But there's a ball leading by 24 that you just have to let go. Pirates may get away with it this time, but this is a turnover that gives the Bobcats a very short field at the 16-yard line. And we saw a play earlier as well. I want to say it was going back to the Moore Park game, but another one where a couple of times this season we've seen Valenzuela make some, shall we say, aggressive plays, aggressive decisions back there about which balls to field, which balls maybe to let go. Throw into the end zone in a leaping attempt, incomplete. He was looking for Kane Metz-Terrell, who did come down with the football but couldn't get the feet down. But obviously, with a guy like Valenzuela, 120 yards rushing, and had a sensational kick return of 42 yards, that gave the Pirates great field position on their opening scoring drive. And oh, by the way, as Thomas has running room inside the 10, falls forward to the 7-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 1. Valenzuela had the sensational 68-yard punt return in this one as well. So no question but that he has the kind of playmaking ability that it's going to be hard to keep him off the field, no matter where he's playing. And it just so happens, 3rd and 1. Smith met and driven back. It's going to come down to the spot. Looks like forward progress will get him the 5 and will get him the 1st down. But, of course, those may not be aware that Steve Mushagian was a longtime punt returner in his playing days. And So he's got an opportunity to learn from someone who's done it at a pretty high level. Pressure coming. Back near the 5 is going to be another sack. Now a late attempt to just flick the ball toward the pylon over on the far side. And it is a touchdown! Wow! Well, there's one of the stranger plays that you're ever going to see as Brendan Bearwald at the end almost as just kind of like a what the heck. Let's watch here as he is hit pretty much near brought down there and then just goes ahead and flicks this one over near the pylon where it's brought in by Caleb Peterson. What a strange play. Peterson, who again had no catches coming in, but he's got a few tonight, and a little bit like Jordan Smith, a guy who hadn't had much of an opportunity this season until tonight. But he's making the most of it. Another catch here. Going to go for 2, and Bearwald brought down short this time. 42-24, the Pirates maintain the 18-point lead with 7:17 to go. Give you one more look at the 2-point conversion. Can we run that the touchdown replay one more time, Emery? Let's see this here because there's a part of this play that I think is worth noting, and that is the athleticism of Bearwald. Watch here as he is pretty well wrapped up, but does a good job as there's Demetrius Edwards, and Edwards can't quite get that knee down, and that allows Bearwald to just go with that flick and find Peterson. Hard to be anticipating that play, but none of that happens if Bearwald doesn't make a terrific athletic play to stay up and at least give him a chance to make that play. 7:17 to go. Ventura with a 42-24 lead. Of course, everybody on a bye next week in the 3C2A. And then we'll start conference play. The Pirates will next be at home on the 29th. They're on the road on the 15th and the 22nd. They'll be at Long Beach, then at Bakersfield before they come home to take on Allen Hancock. That'll be our next VC Sports Network broadcast. Hands team on in the onside kick, and the Pirates look like they've got it. Pirates will take over with very good field position at the 43. They'll look to burn some clock and try and close this one out. They're still up 3 scores. So we're still fairly in near miracle territory. We do have a flag down. If you're a Bobcat fan, see if they could get all the way back into this one. But I will tell you what I'm sure many of you already know. Definitely stranger things have happened. You got 7:14 still to go. And while we sort out the flag, this looks like it's going to work against Saddleback, and it will. So this will give the Pirates an additional 5 yards, and they'll take over at the 38. Miles on the carry, bounces it to the outside, brought down after a yard or two. McKinney moving up to make the stop. Getting a little help from Deontay Jackson. I want to thank our team tonight. Amber Serrano, Jack Coyer, Brandon McKinney on camera. Tonight's broadcast directed by Emery Johnson. SoCalCollegeSports.com. Executive producer Mike Cepeda. Of course, as always, our thanks to Jimmy Walker, athletic director here at Ventura College. Jimmy is the one that is instrumental in bringing you the VC Sports Network. Rob Hester, Sports Information Director here at Ventura College. Brad Hoyseth, Sports Information Director at Saddleback College. Miles on the carry, moving the pile down to the 31. Also want to pass along my thanks to Rick Raffinelli, Mike Morostica. Don't get a chance to thank them very often, but Rick Raffinelli, the PA announcer here at the Sportsplex, and Mike Morostica doubles as a spotter on the broadcast for us. And we really appreciate that help from Mike and Rick. Thanks to our sponsors, of course, Crown Plaza Hotel Ventura Beach, the official hotel of Ventura College Athletics. Savage on the roll, sideline pass incomplete. Just juggling as he went out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th down. That pass was intended for Tiandre Newcomb. And it was a nice job by Newcomb bringing it in, but bobbling it as he headed out of bounds. And the Pirates will line up to try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard field goal. And whistles before the snap, and a timeout going to be taken. Vargas, 3 of 5 on the season. His long is 34. So this would be far and away his longest of the season. Timeout on the field. Ventura going to talk things over. 5:37 to go. Pirates leading at 42-24 on the VC Sports Network. So Vargas going to go for a big-time season long here. So come from the left hash. They're going to fake it. Rolling out, looking to throw. This is well diagnosed by the Bobcats. The Pirate fans want a flag. But I'm not sure that ball was even catchable. That looked like Maliatufa, who was on the rollout. And I'm looking, I don't see a flag. Well, there is a flag all the way on the far side of the field, well away from the play. And let's see what happens as the Pirates go into the bag of tricks and try the fake. That's a good job by the Bobcats. They were ready in that situation and had that play well covered. It was going to take one heck of a throw to squeeze that in. The flag, ineligible receiver downfield. So the Bobcats will decline that penalty and will take over with 5:28 to go. And will we see Brandon Bearwald again? And we will. The Bobcats will have it at the 31. Snap to Bearwald, play action. Complete to Roebuck at the 35 and heads out of bounds. At the 37-yard line, 2nd down and 4 coming up. It's a final in Long Beach. Golden West with a 41-17 win over the Vikings. Vikings fall to 3-2 on the season. Golden West moves to 4-1. Play action again. Stokes on the screen. Stood up at the 40. Gain of 3. 3rd down and 1. For the Bobcats. Saddleback 3 of 14 on 3rd down here tonight. And that explains some of the difficulty sustaining drives, especially as this one is worn on. Thomas on the carry. Horse-collared at the 45. Nonetheless, the 5-yard pickup is good enough to move the chains. Jewell gets the stop. They'll stop the clock, move the chains. Now they'll wind it. 4:22 and counting. Another quick screen to Stokes. Heads out of bounds after a short pickup. Couple of yards. Fakar Stewart forcing Stokes out of bounds after a 2-yard gain. Bearwald quick throw over the middle. Stokes makes the catch. Short of the 1st down, so the clock will run. Brought down at the 48. 3rd and 3 for the Bobcats, and you got to figure they're going to take a couple of shots here to get the 3 yards. Little reason not to. The throw a little bit behind Roebuck, but Roebuck makes the catch. Takes a little issue with the end of the play and the touchdown from Jed Aldridge, but back to football. 6-yard gain, moves the chains again. Bearwald tries to make a move, but he is brought down about a yard shy. Demetrius Edwards able to get just enough. Well, there was that last little bit that Edwards couldn't get on the touchdown pass. That time he fully got him down. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Bearwald with time. Still looking. On the run. Hit as he throws, and the pass incomplete. Looking for Martin. Third down and 11. Saddleback has it at the Pirate 43. They set up the screen. Great job leaping a tackler. Thomas with the reception. Watch the play here as Thomas goes airborne. Flags coming in, as you can see. And the roughing the passer call is going to tack on 15. So the Pirates not doing themselves any favors. Instead of a 4th down, it'll be a 1st down. And it'll be at the Pirate 19-yard line with 2:34 to go. A reminder, you can follow all of our Pirate broadcasts as well as all of our other coverage in the 3C2A. Smith on the carry, breaking tackles inside the 10, dragging the pile down to the 5. Good hard running from Jordan Smith. 13-yard gain and a 1st and goal. Hodgson finally brought him down. But you can find all of our broadcasts, both live and archived, by searching our YouTube channel. Read option Smith into the end zone for a Bobcat touchdown. Smith finishes it off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bobcats pull a little closer at 42-30. Again, still 2 scores no matter what they do here. And with 2:01 to go, the Bobcats likely to just run out of time in this one. Finishing the thought, of course, you can find all of our broadcasts both live and archived by searching our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. And our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. You can watch live, and you can watch anytime. Well, anytime as long as YouTube is around. We can't make any promises after that. The pass incomplete. It'll remain 42-30. Of course, you can also find all of our broadcasts on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. Well, the Pirates have handled one onside kick. You got to believe another one's coming here. And Dylan Widener will handle the onside kick. Still loose. Bobcats have it. And with 2 minutes remaining, the Bobcats will get it back.
Saddleback recovers the onside kick.
Well, hold everything. Bobcats still have 2 timeouts remaining. The Pirates just trying to finish this one off.
First and 10, Saddleback from their own 43-yard line.
And the Pirate defense back on the field. Pirates last week in the victory over Chaffee had just 24 minutes in time of possession. Decidedly unlike the Pirates in most years. And here tonight, they have just 26 minutes. And the Bobcats may hold the ball here for the last couple minutes one way or another. Now the ball comes out for the Bobcats, but ends up in the hands of William Savar, the right guard. They'll whistle the play dead and call it an incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. Well, that was good because I really wasn't ready to call a William Savar carry. There's some things you just don't really prepare yourself for. 2nd down and 10. Receivers left and right. Bearwald throws on the far side and completes to Roebuck. Gets out of bounds at the 48, 5-yard gain. Quentin Harris, I should say, gets credit for the tackle, and Quentin Harris has had a big night, seeing his first extended action of the season. Bearwald stepping up, still on his feet, now hit, still alive, and throws on the run and incomplete. Wow. Well, Bearwald, a couple of times, appeared to be nearly wrapped up. But watch the elusiveness. Right about there, it looks like they got him. I can't bring him down. Nonetheless, it's 4th down, and for the Pirates, if they can come up with a stop here, they may finally be able to put this one to bed. Snap to Bearwald. Stepping up, he has room, he's got the 1st down. Sheds a tackle at the 45 and brought down at the 39. So Bearwald keeps it alive. Saddleback now 2 of 2 on 4th down tonight. They get it to the 39. They'll wind the clock. 1:23 and counting remaining. Bearwald looking left, throws and completes to Metz Terrell. Terrell tries to split a couple of tacklers. He's brought down at the 24. Another 1st down. Timeout on the floor. Saddleback going to take their 2nd charge timeout with 1:13 to go. It's Pirate Football on the VC Sports Network. First and 10 for the Bobcats at the 24-yard line. Fake to Farrell, and the pass complete. Down to the 17, 7-yard gain. Billy DeRocher with the reception. C.J. Hodgson with the stop. It's a 2nd down and 4. Bobcats continue to move quickly. We're under a minute to go. Quick slant. Metz Terrell with the reception. Hit immediately by Wesley. Excuse me, that was Fakar Stewart with the tackle. It is a first down at the 11. Bearwald throws. Metz Terrell again. Hit at the 5. Falls forward to the 3. Over there working on Stewart. That'll keep the clock moving as it's 2nd down. Down to 24 seconds. And they'll spike it. Bring up a 2nd down, 21 seconds. I think if you're the Bobcats, you want to try and get in. See if you get a onside kick and maybe take one shot at it. That's your scenario. It's going to take 2 touchdowns here in the final 21 seconds. Farrell in the backfield. Farrell easily leads all running backs on the Bobcats with 9 receptions, so he is a threat to catch the ball. Bearwald running right, tucks it, he's in. Bearwald's got the touchdown. And the Bobcats are going to have their chance for a miracle. They are within a score. (42-36). So no matter what happens here, the Bobcats are going to need a touchdown. Grace will come on to attempt the extra point. 15 seconds. Is it possible that we're going to see the Bobcats have a shot, one shot at the end zone to come all the way back in this one? Extra point up and good. The lead at one point was 42-18, so this is 19 unanswered. And it's 42-37, and we'll stay here as the Pirates are going to have to come up with this football or run the risk of giving up one of the all-time comebacks at any level that you'll see anywhere. Well, you get the feeling for the Pirates that this is going to be one of those years where nothing's going to be easy. Onside kick, and the Pirates look like they've got it, and they do. I thought that looked like Tim Greer that came up with it. Or was it Dawson Adams Griner? Hard to see over on the far side, but the Pirates, with the recovery, can come out in victory formation, and they are going to move to 4-1. With a win here tonight against a very game Bobcat squad that traveled up north and played a heck of a ball game, but too many big plays from the Pirates. And they will hold on for a 5-point win. One kneel down, and that'll do it. Final score from the VC Sportsplex. The Pirates win this one 42-37. They're now 4-1 on the season. Saddleback drops their 4th in a row. They're now 1-4. Everybody's off next week, and in 2 weeks, the Bobcats will start their conference schedule with a matchup at home against San Diego Mesa. We will have that game for you on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Meanwhile, the Pirates will be in action at Long Beach to take on the Vikings. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network, so long, everybody. We'll see you in a couple weeks.